हो गया भूख लगा ना लिए तो फोन पे भी आया
हरे कृष्णा।
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा। हाउ आर यू?
Well, good, thank you. Yourself?
फाइन।
It's Friday, so we're all happy.
Be happy always, because spirit soul is made up of happiness. Satchid Anand. The soul is made up of three things: Sat, Chit, and Anand. Sat means, in English we call Sat eternity. Chit is knowledge, and Anand is bliss. So we are made up of bliss. So we should always be blissful. How we can become blissful? By chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. In this way we can become blissful.
Actually, Prabhu, I was just chanting just before I joined. Actually,
Yes,
right.
we should chant.
Around.
And 16 rounds minimum we should chant, but after that, if we got time anywhere, anytime we can chant. If we got little time, we should chant the name of God. Hare Krishna. This name is magical. This name is very amazing. Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got the name Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and in one chanting, once chanting only once, he got mad in the ecstatic love of Godhead. He got mad. He said to his guru that Kiva mantra dilo gosai japite japite. He said that what mantra you have gave me? I'm chanting and chanting and I'm not getting exhausted. If you work day and night in this material world, then you will get exhausted. But if you chant day and night, you will not get exhausted. You feel bliss, bliss, bliss. Anandam Buddhivardhanam. The name is very blissful. So, we'll start our course. Hare Krishna. So, yesterday we have studied about imperative mood, the verb in imperative mood, and Atmanepadi Dhatu. What is the sign of recognizing Atmanepadi Dhatu?
Prabhuji, it's tam modate modatam, like that. Last.
Last letter ends with revision had not been done. Correct?
Yes,
Correct.
Prabhu.
Very good. You should revise it. Otherwise, this will jump from your brain. The concept will jump out of your brain. है ना? इधर से जाने के बजाय इधर से चला जाएगा, उड़ जाएगा ऐसे. Run. The concept will run out. There is no option. Students. We We have to practice it. We have to read it. There is no option. We have to give time. We have to give time. That is the point. We have to give time. Otherwise, you cannot learn the language Sanskrit. You have to give time to it. Anything you want to gain, you have to give time to it. You have to practice it. Without practicing, you will not achieve. You have to pay the price. Nothing comes free. What? Nothing comes?
Nothing comes free.
Nothing comes free. कुछ भी चीज आपको फ्री में नहीं मिलेगा. You have to pay the price.
Prabhu, can you post me the book?
Yes, I will send. I will send.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Chandan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
How are you?
I'm good, Prabhu. How are you?
Doing good?
Yes, Prabhu.
Very good. Have you done homework? You have to do the homework, no?
Yes.
You have to do. I was saying that nothing comes free. We have to pay the price, and the price is time.
Time, yes.
We have to give time. We have to practice.
Actually,
There is
Prabhu,
no other option. Yes.
actually, Prabhu, before this, I have enrolled in Vishnu Sahasranam chanting. So it is a 1.5 hours class, and then I have to recite, and then since I am a group leader, I have to correct other people chanting as well, and then I have my own cooking, and since I'm staying alone, and then I have office work, so I'm bit of jumbled. I'm trying to gather and observe as much as possible. Then, like a cow in free time, I will chew, and yeah, that's the whole idea.
You have to give time. You have to manage it. Once one devotee goes to Prabhupada. All you know Prabhupada? All of you? A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So one devotee went to Prabhupada and said that, Prabhupada, I have very much seva. So I do not get time for chanting. He think in the mind that Prabhupada will reduce my seva. Prabhupada said that you reduce your sleeping and eating. You cannot reduce your seva and not chanting and not reduce your chanting. You have to reduce your sleeping and eating.
Chanting is something backbone of all this. If that is not there, then all this will not fructify or yield any result. And
Yes.
Even I read some book, I don't remember. Before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it was 64 malas you have to chant each
Yes.
day, and then he reduced to 16. But even 16, it must have it must be taking some time to do it. Prabhu,
16 also?
how much time does it take to chant 16?
Minimum 2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours.
Then you must be chanting too fast, because I was calculating it must be taking around 4 hours or something.
4
Because
hours.
yeah. But initially, how much time did it take? Initially,
2 hours. 2 hours.
2 hours only.
Yes.
Oh,
The
that
chanting
means
speed is like Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This is my speed. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Prabhupada also chant like this. If you listen YouTube video, Prabhupada, he chant like
so
this.
so in
Hare
two
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. 2
30
hour in temple, everyone take 2 hour. 2.5 hour, 2 hour, and it will reduce if you are advancing genuinely, then it will reduce. It reduces the chanting speed, it increases and it reduces. Like Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur uh, chants, so he chants 64 into 3 times, 64 3 times, that is 192 rounds. So he chants 64 rounds in the mind, 64 rounds by speaking, and 64 rounds silently, like this he chants. Like this he chants. So, and he do not take uh, how much time? 24 hours. No. Haridas Thakur also chanting 192 rounds, and he also managed to preach. He also preaches. He was not only chanting 192 rounds like Bhagnanandi. No, he was preaching also. And so, how you will say that he is preaching? How he got time? Because his chanting speed is little better than us.
So, Prabhu, do you chant orally like Bachik, or it is in Upanshu like only lip sync, or enter mentally?
No, speaking orally.
Okay, orally.
Orally.
So everybody in ashram chant orally only?
Depends. Because many devotee chants on mentally also. Like Guru Maharaj, sannyasi, big GBC leaders, many chants like this also. Like this. But ideally we should chant orally, but gradually it will, after some anarthas nivritti happens, nishtha, sakti, like that level comes, then chanting becomes mental also. Mental.
Because I read somewhere that Shastra says the mentally jab, which is called Vaikhari, I guess
Hmm.
Vaikhari, that is more powerful than the Vachik. Vachik,
Yes,
Upanshu, and then Vaikhari, I guess. That is what.
mentally, but at present stage, our stage is not like that. We are our mind is so contaminated by so many anarthas.
Vishaya, Vishayas.
Yes, that's why we chant loudly so that we can hear it.
Oh,
And through years, our mind will be controlled. Our mind will clean. First, we have to clean our mind. So much contaminated. It is as black as coal, charcoal. Our mind is that much black. If you see our mind, then we will be fearful. Oh, it's in my mind. Oh my God. So much black, like charcoal powder.
we have been carrying no on
Millions of birth.
yes impressions from many words.
Yes, contaminated, heavy heaps of sinful reactions.
Mm.
So it will take time. And as the mind get cleans, so our chanting will become purified. These three Nam stages there, na? Nam Aparat, Nam Avas, and Nam Sudh Nam. So coming to Sudh Nam is very high level. Most of us are in Nam Avas or Nam Aparat. 99% Nam Aparat.
What is that, Prabhu? Naam aparad?
Aparat, all the 10 offenses of chanting.
10 offense?
Have you not heard?
We are
How much year you have chanting, and how much year you have connected from ISKCON?
I am not connected to ISKCON.
Okay.
I only read books sometimes here and there,
ISKCON books.
and all types of books, including ISKCON as well.
Okay. So Padma Puran, there is Padma Puran, and Padma Puran mentions 10 offenses. Okay, so let me not
Yes,
uh,
please
get
continue with.
get into that. This is another topic. We have to start Sanskrit. Okay. So yesterday, what we have learned? Can you recall it? Can you recap it? Recapitulate. What we have learned? Yes, Ruchi Mata. What we have
Imperative.
learned?
Imperative sentence.
Yes, imperative sentence. What are they? Example: पठतु, लिखतु, हसतु, है ना? These are imperative sentence. हसन्तु, hmm? हसा, तुम हसा, है ना? Like this.
Is similar to passive voice, right?
No. Passive voice, active voice is different thing.
Hmm.
Active voice, passive voice is different things. It is way of speaking. Prayog.
Like in active, if I say, please shut the door. In passive, it will be let the door shut.
Besat. Yes.
So similarly, I think it is
No,
active and
imperative sentences are different. Imperative sentences means giving order, giving. Yeah, generally used for the verb only. It is applies to verb only, you know, and its form is like patatu, patatam, patantu, patho, patha, patata, patatha, patani, patava, patamo, like this. It is, you know, and it is for used for or giving order or uh, for requesting, like this. Four types of uses we have studied: imperative sentence, imperative, prerna, prerna, requesting, ordering. These four types. So we generally use imperative sentences in these types of things, like ordering someone. So patatu, patatam, patantu, patha, like this. And we have also studied voice, active voice, passive voice. So that is also called Kartri Prayog and Karmani Prayog. Kartri Prayog means the Karta is the principal, and according to Karta, according to the subject, the structure, the verb will follow it, and the karma is not important. Object is not important in active voice, and passive voice, karma is important. And also we have studied Atmanepadi Dhatu. Atmanepadi Dhatu is that ends with te. That is Atmanepadi Dhatu. So we have studied Atmanepadi Dhatu and Prasmepadi Dhatu. And what is Dhatu? Dhatu means verb root. है ना? Dhatu means verb root. Okay? Verb root. So verb root is classified into two types: Atmanepadi and Prasmepadi. है ना? And the verb roots of Atmanepadi is different. Verb roots of Prasmepadi is different. Both are different things. You cannot mix them. Like Gach Dhatu is Prasmepadi. Its form will be become. Its form will always be like Gachati, Gachata, Gachanti, Gachasi, Gachata, Gachat, Gachami, Gachava, Gachamo. Its form will be like that. But Prasmepadi Prasmepadi Dhatu structure will be like sorry, Prasmepadi Dhatu will be like Gachati, Gachata, Gachanti. But Atmanepadi Dhatu will be like Kampate, Kampete, Kampante, है ना? Kampe, Kampethe, Kampedhe, Kampadve, and Kampe, Kampavahe, Kampamahe, like this. This is called Atmanepadi Dhatu. Atmanepadi Dhatu will always end with te form, and Prasmepadi Dhatu will always end with ti form. And Prasmepadi Dhatu will never become Atmanepadi Dhatu, and Atmanepadi Dhatu will never become Prasmepadi Dhatu. Both are different, uniqueness. They are different. Like Gach Dhatu, you know, is always Prasmepadi, never Atmanepadi. Why the Pach Dhatu, sorry, Kamp Dhatu, you know, Man, Varth Dhatu, Manya Dhatu, they're always in Atmanepadi. Their structure will be like Manyate, Manyatam, Manyante, Manyashe, Manyadve, Manyavahe, Manyamahe, like this. Their structure is always different. Their structure is always different. that we have studied. And we have studied Kartri and Karmani Prayog. How karta, how we say sentences. It is of two types. Actually, three types. Bhav, Vachak, Karm Vachak, and Kartri Vachya. It is Vachya. So today we will start with new lesson. So Om Agyan Timrandhasya Gyananjana Salakya Chakshurunamilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे भूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघायते गिरिं वन्दे तत्कृपा श्री गुरु दीनतारिणे परमानंद माधवं श्री चैतन्य ईश्वरम्. So chapter 6, चित्ते वाची क्रियायां च साधूनां एकरूपता. Chitte vachi kriyayam cha sadhunam ekrupta. What is the noble persons? Who is noble person? Noble person are one who is noble person are one in mind, word and deed. You know, noble persons are one in mind, word and deed. Okay. Sashta Patha. Sentences. These are sentences. Agrajena Pathyate. Agrajena Pathyate. It is read by the elder brother. Agrajena Pathyate. Agrajena Pathyate. Janakena Gamyate. Janakena Gamyate. It is gone by the father. It is gone by the father. Anujaya Likhyate. Anujaya Likhyate. It is written by the younger sister. It is written by the younger sister. Bhikshukena Khadyate. Bhikshukena Khadyate. It is eaten by the beggar. It is eaten by the beggar. Sevakena Piyate. Sevakena Piyate. हाँ.
Prabhuji,
Yes.
here we means Agrajena, Janakena, Sevakena. So in terms of feminine gender, why it is Anujaya? Why it is not Anujena?
So its structure is like that.
Yes,
Verb, subgroup. Have you read subgroup?
Mhm.
Subgroup. Shabd have group, different forms. Like Ram. Ram subgroup is like Ramaha, Ramau, Ramaha, Ramam, Ramau, Raman. 7 vibhakti. The term will come vibhakti.
Okay, so in terms of means in the case of Anuja,
Yes.
so there is no Anujena.
No. Striling sabda, feminine words follow different structure. Its forms are different, and masculine words follow different forms. Like Ramaho. I have previously said about that how you can recognize which word is masculine and which word is feminine, and how to recognize that. First and second is they follow different rules structure.
So
The words are formed by there are 21 types of pratyay. It is called Subant pratyay. Sup pratyay. Su aujas am autas ta bham vis na bham vis nasi bham vis nas osam ni or sup. There are 21 pratyay which when combined with pratipadikam they become the sabda. That Panyashtadhyayi, in Panyashtadhyayi there is sutra also. Sabda, Suktigantam padam. What is pad? Suktigantam padam. सुप एंड तिंग जिसके अंत में होता है वो पद कहलाता है. सुप पद और तिंग प्रत्यय, ये दो प्रत्यय होते हैं. सुप पद प्रत्यय प्रातिपदिक में लगते हैं तो शब्द बनता है, इट बिकम्स वर्ड. सुप प्रत्यय इफ ज्वाइंड विथ प्रातिपदिक देन इट बिकम्स पद, है ना, शब्द रूप. एंड व्हेन द तिंग प्रत्यय ज्वाइंड विथ the dhatu root, the verb root, the dhatu, then it become Kriya Sabda. So there are two types of Sabda. One is Sabda and one is Kriya Sabda.
Prabhuji, help me understand. Can we write Anujena Likhyate or we can't?
Anujain can be written. It is not Anujain, it is Anuja. Anuja is the mool sabd here, and Anujaya is the Tritiya Vibhakti of Anuja. Anuja.
There you go. So since the root verb is Anuja, that is
Anuja.
why it is Anujaya. If it
Yes,
was,
feminine word.
if had it be Anuja, then it would have been Anujena. Am I right,
Yes.
Prabhuji? Okay, thank you.
Anuja is the root word. That's
And
why.
and in case of fourth, Bhikshuke, no, not no here. Is there anything related to Vibhakti for this particular case?
Bhikshuka is the mool word.
Okay, then Bhikshukena, why it is not no? Why we pronounce it as a no?
Yes, there is rule for that. There is sutra also. But if I tell you the sutra, then you cannot understand now.
Okay.
There is a sutra, and the sutra is added, so there the transformation happens. There is some rules, very many. There are many rules. Why to write this letter? Why to write this letter? How na comes? How tavar na is coming? Why not tavar na is coming here? You know.
Okay.
Do you know kavarg, chavarg, tavarg?
Sorry?
Kavarg, chavarg, tavarg. Kavarg means
Ka work means ka kha ga kha.
yes. So you are asking that why not tavarg na is there? Tavarg. You are there is the rule. The rule is there. Why tavarg is not there? Tavarg. Advanced level grammar. We are learning basic grammar.
No, if we go by this berg, then ana is coming in ta berg, right? Ta tha da dha na.
Yes, yes.
It is not in ka berg, like janake na. Okay, so it is like viksuke na. Suppose I'm not sure. I'm not able to connect the dots.
No, Bhichukena is correct. Bhichukena, una, Bhichukena. The na, nasika, unnasik na.
Miss Anuswara.
Na is pronounced from nasal and mouth. Anunasik means mukh nasika, vachano anunasika. The word letters which are pronounced from mouth and nose combined, that is called anunasik, like ra, ya, na. Mouth is also used in the letter pronunciation, like ka kha ga ga na, cha cha ja ra ya, ta tha ra ra na, ta tha da da na, pa pa ba ba ma. So nose is also used in that pronouncing this last letter of the every varga. We use nose and mouth both. That's why it is called Annasik Varna. So this na is used, and why it is used, you will understand it later.
Okay, Prabhu.
Yes. So just now what you have to do is what I am speaking, you have to speak behind me,
Sure.
so that you get familiar with the sentence. First is pronunciation. First we have to learn is pronunciation, then science behind the sentence, that is called grammar. Grammar means science behind the sentence. What is the science behind the sentence? Why the sentence is like this? So it will, the grammar will tell you this. But first we have to pronunciation. If pronunciation is improved, then later we will improve our grammar also. Okay. So the sentence is agrajena patyate. Agrajena patyate. It is read by the elder brother. Janakena gamyate. It is gone by the father. Anujaya likhyate. It is written by the younger sister.
Prabhuji, Janakena Gamyate, what is the Hindi translation of this?
फादर फादर के द्वारा जाया जाता है.
ये तो कोई वाक्य नहीं बना.
हाँ, फादर के द्वारा जाया जाता है मतलब फादर जा रहा है तो उसको एक तरीके से बुलाया जाता है. इस तरीके से भी बुलाया जाता है पैसिव वॉइस. जैसे आपने बोला ना कि लेट द डोर क्लोज. एक तो ये बोले कि क्लोज द डोर और लेट द डोर बी क्लोज्ड. दोनों सही है.
नहीं, miss, I read it. If we ask whom or what to the verb, if the answer, if it does answers anything, then that sentence can be converted into passive.
हैं?
Like if we ask what
हम्म.
and whom, if we get an answer, then that sentence can be converted into passive.
हम्म.
Like Rama, Lord Rama killed Ravana. Whom Rama killed? Ravana. So here answer can. I eat rice. What I eat? Rice.
Who
And
said you
apart,
that this is the criteria for where it is written?
this is my understanding, Prabhuji. You just need to
No.
clarify.
It is not like that. Who said you like this? It is for sakarmak and akarmak kriya. Sakarmak kriya is identified by asking the question of whom and what. If the answer comes, then it is sakarmak. If the answer is not coming, then it is akarmak kriya. That's
Okay. So akarmak kriya also can be converted to passive.
yes.
And
No. Akarmak is not passive. Akarmak is active or bhavvachak.
no, I meant to
Sakarmak is
say
passive.
for akarmak kriya also
Akarmak is there is no karma. Karma pad is not there.
yeah,
है ना?
but
There is three things.
can we
Karta, karma and kriya. In any sentence, there is three things: karta, karma, and kriya. है ना? Karta, karma, and kriya. So, sakarmak sentence, active voice where kartri prayoga, karta is prevalent, not karma is prevalent. कर्म पद हो या ना हो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. कर्मणी प्रयोग में कर्म पद प्रधान है. The passive voice, the object is predominant. So here we are reading karmani prayoga, in which karma is important.
No, Prabhu. Like akarmak kriya, can akarmak kriya be converted into passive?
Karma kriya cannot be converted into passive.
Yeah, that is the whole point, right? What I said, if we ask what and whom, then if we get answer, then it is sakarma kriya, and sakarma kriya only can be converted into passive, right? Are we agree on this point?
Sakarma kriya can be converted into passive.
Yeah, but not akarma kriya. Okay.
Yes.
And now my next question is,
Hmm.
like, take an example. I am going to market. Can it be converted into passive? No, because there is no sakarma
But
kriya.
gach was exception. Gam dhatu is exception.
Like here, there are many exceptions. I see pathanam, gamyanam, likhanam.
Patnam is not exception. Patnam
You
is
say
sakarma kriya.
agrejana pathyate.
What is the wrong?
No, this is not wrong. I'm just want to clarify my doubt. Like, can we convert akarma kriya? Like, I am going to office.
But where is akarma kriya? Tell me, na.
Akarma going.
Going is akarma.
Yes, because we are not getting any answer if I
But
ask
there is
what and
exception of
whom.
going kriya is akarma, but there is exception, na. Earlier in the class, yesterday class, we have seen that gach dhatu is exception. This gamyate is what? Is gam dhatu. In gachati, gachata, gachanti is what? This same dhatu is. The mool dhatu is gam. And in lat lakar it become gachati, gachata, gachanti, gachasi, gachata, gachati, gachami, gachava, gachama. And in and the same is gamyate here. Gach dhatu is same here gamyate.
Hmm.
It is in Atmanepadi because it is a structure of Karmani. This is rule of Karmani Vachya that we have to write the Kriya in the Atmanepadi rule. This is a rule, but this is exception. This only is exception, Gamyate, Gam Dhatu. That instead of having a karmak, it is used in passive voice. Okay, this is only exception that this dhatu is it is used in this particular.
Okay. Suppose, okay, let me give another example. I sleep on the ground.
So that is a karmak.
Yeah, a karmak.
Yes.
Can we convert it into passive?
No.
No, right? Okay.
No.
So only
There is
gum
no karma,
dhatu.
then how you can convert? Karma is important.
Yeah, that's what my. So only gum dhatu is exception in case of Sanskrit.
Yes.
Okay then, Prabhuji. Thank you. We can proceed now.
That I am saying, no? So Janakena Gamyate. It is gone by the father. Anujaya Likhyate. It is written by the younger sister. Bhikshukena Khadyate. It is eaten by the beggar. Sevakena Piyate. It is drunk by the servant. Janakena Prashna Prikshate. The question is asked by father. Pachakena Tandulaha Pachyate. Rice is cooked by the cook. Rice is cooked by the cook. Tena Slokaha Patyate. Tena Slokaha Patyate. The verse is read by him. Tvaya Jalam Niyate. Water is taken by you. Maya Sangitam Giyate. Music is sung by me. Charmakarena Padraksha Diyate. The shoe is given by the cobbler. Charmakarena Padraksha Diyate. The shoe is given by the cobbler. Bhaktahi Devaha Dhyayate. God is meditated upon by the devotees. God is meditated upon by the devotees. Tabhi alsaha nindyate. A lazy person is condemned by those. Tabhi alsaha nindyate. Gayakahi Geetam Giyate. The song is sung by the singers. The song is sung by the singers. Vamanai Bharaha Uhyate. The load is borne by the pygmies. Pishunai Durvachanam Suchyate. The slander is indicated by the slanderers. The slander is indicated by the slanderers. Chorena petikaha uphiriyante. Boxes are carried by the thief. Boxes are carried by the thief. Maya pushpani grayante. Flowers are smelled by me. Flowers are smelled by me. Tvaya chitrani drishyante. Tvaya chitrani drishyante. Pictures are seen by you. है ना, आप लोग प्रोनाउंस कर रहे हैं ना पीछे पीछे. You must pronounce behind me. Mahishena Trinani Charyante. Grass is chewed by the bison. So this is 20 sentences in what we'll know. In the previous lessons, we have learned the use of sentences in the active voice. Yes, we have learned. Let us know about the passive voice in this lesson. So what we will know about in this lesson?
Passive voice.
Passive voice. All the sentences given above are in passive voice. All the above sentences given above are in
Passive.
passive voice. And in present tense. In which tense?
Present.
Present tense. Two things is important, passive voice and present tense. Examples for the past and the imperative are given in the following. So above 20 sentences are in present tense, was in present tense. Now, here example of past and imperative are given in the flowing. So let us read this and then we will know what is this and what we have done. Past tense, है ना? Pronounce behind me. Singhena adrishyata. It was seen by the lion. Nripena arakshata. Nripena arakshata. It was protected by the king. अच्छा आप लोग कैमरा क्यों बंद करके रखे हैं भाई? What is the reason for switching off the camera? वानरेण फलम अखाद्यत. वानरेण फलम अखाद्यत. The fruit was eaten by the monkey. The fruit was eaten by the monkey. Tabhihi shiram apiyata. Milk was drunk by those. Milk was drunk by those. अस्माभि देवः अध्यायत. अस्माभि देव अध्यायत. God was meditated upon by us. अस्माभिः देवः अध्यायत. त्वया आभरणानि अग्रियन्त. त्वया आभरणानि अग्रियन्त. Ornaments were put on by you. अनेन वस्त्राणि अक्षाल्यन्त. अनेन वस्त्राणि अक्षाल्यन्त. Clothes were washed by this man. छात्रेण पाठाः अपठ्यन्त. Lessons were read by the student. Lessons were read by the student. So this is past tense of passive voice. Now imperative mode, passive voice. तेन भाष्यताम. तेन भाष्यताम. Let it be told by him. Tvaya uyyatam. Let it be carried by you. Anena avlokyatam. Let it be seen by this man. Anena avlokyatam. Bhavataha bhavataha kashtam sayyatam. Let the difficulty be tolerated by you. Sarvai devaha vandyatam. Let God be saluted by all. Yushmabhi ausadham diyatam. Let medicine be given by you. Takshakena kasthani takshantam. Let the sticks be cut by the carpenter. Anena prashnaha prikshantam. Let questions be asked by this man. Tai uttarani likhyantam. May the answers be written by them. Special point. In the fourth lesson, rules about the active voice are made clear. Now we shall know about the rules of the passive voice, Karmani Prayoga. Rules about the passive voice is, here the object is very important. What is very important? object is very important. Object means karma pad. The second rule, rule number 2, the subject should be in the instrumental case. तृतीया विभक्ति है ना, इंस्ट्रूमेंटल केस, करण कारण करण कारक, तृतीया विभक्ति. The object, if expressed, should be in the nominative case. प्रथमा विभक्ति. The verb should be in agreement with the object. Means verb should be in prathama vibhakti. For example, Sishyena prashnah prichyate. Now Snehal Prabhu will tell me, Snehal Prabhu, what is the object in this sentence? Shishyena prashnah prichyate. What is the object in this sentence? वीडियो ऑन कर लीजिए, वीडियो ऑन कीजिए पहले. आपने दर्शन थोड़ा दिखाइए अपना. हाँ, वेरी गुड.
Can you say the sentence again, Prabhu?
शिष्येणः शिष्येण प्रश्नः पृच्छते. So what is the object in this sentence? Sentence number 1. What is the object in this sentence?
Well, the object is pupil, right?
No. रुचि माता. वीडियो ऑन कीजिए पहले तो. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ऑन योर वीडियो. क्वेश्चन है शिष्येण प्रश्नः पृच्छते. In this sentence, what is the object?
Prashna.
Very good. Prashna is the object, and in which vibhakti prashna is? According to the rule number 2, what should be the vibhakti of object? According to rule number 2, what is the vibhakti of object? बताइए. यस, कृष्णकांति माता जी. अभय गौर चंद्र प्रभु.
So the English translation is not clear to me, but it seems like it is in Pratham Vibhakti because it
You are
is.
not able to see.
No, no, I am able to see, but it is not clear. I mean that.
A question is asked by the pupil.
Sorry.
A question is asked by the pupil.
No, I'm. My query is what is Tritiya Vibhakti?
Tritiya Bhakti is that Sishyena, Tritiya Bhakti. Shishyen is in Tritiya Bhakti.
No, but what does it say? Subject should be instrumental case. What does it mean?
Instrumental case means sadhan. It is like instrument. Like I write through pen. So pen is my instrument. Is it or not?
Pen is your object, right? I is subject.
It's my instrument. It is instrument for writing or not?
Yes.
I am eating through my hand. So hand is my instrument for eating. Okay. So Tritiya Vyakti says that whatever is the instrument, apply Tritiya Vyakti to that. Whatever is the instrument, apply Tritiya Vyakti to it. So my hand is my instrument. So I apply Tritiya Vyakti in it. So what will be the sentence? Aham hastena khadami. Aham hastena khadami.
But you are not reading in passive voice. You are reading in active voice.
How?
Food was eaten by me, or the food is being eaten by
पैसिव
me.
वॉइस मैं समझा नहीं रहा हूँ आपको, मैं समझा रहा हूँ आपको तृतीय विभक्ति। आपने पूछा
No,
तृतीय विभक्ति,
no,
इंस्ट्रूमेंटल केस।
no. Particularly in this case, subject should be instrumental case. Shishyena prashna
हाँ,
pruchyate. So what does it mean? How
सब्जेक्ट इज
Shishya is,
शिष्य, शिष्य इज द सब्जेक्ट।
but how it is a instrumental means how, like you gave example of instrument.
इंस्ट्रूमेंटल केस मतलब कि तृतीय विभक्ति साधन, साधन करण, करण, करण को बोलते हैं साधक, साधक तमम कर्णम। करण कारक जो है वो इंस्ट्रूमेंटल केस कहलाता है। साधन, साधक तमम करण, साधक, साधन करण, उसका नाम ही है इंस्ट्रूमेंटल केस। तृतीया जो तीसरा कारक है, कारक 7 होते हैं हिंदी में, संस्कृत में भी 6 होते हैं, जिसमें से कर्म, कर्ता कारक, कर्म कारण, करण कारण, कारक, कारक, तो वो शब्द में अप्लाई होता है, शब्द के अंदर वो नियम है ना। तो तृतीय विभक्ति में होगा वो चीज। सब्जेक्ट आपको बस यहाँ याद रखना है कि इंस्ट्रूमेंटल केस छोड़िए, आपको बस तृतीय विभक्ति याद रखना है कि सब्जेक्ट शुड बी इन द तृतीय विभक्ति, दैट्स ऑल। सब्जेक्ट तृतीय विभक्ति में होगा। और तृतीय विभक्ति का रूप इस तरह से है, जैसे शिष्येण, ये तृतीय विभक्ति का रूप है। जब तृतीय विभक्ति किसी शब्द में अप्लाई होता है तो उसका रूप इस तरह से ही दिखता है, शिष्येण, है ना, लाइक दिस, हस्तेन। Wherever तृतीय विभक्ति comes, when it comes with pulling shabd, then the root is like this. When the तृतीय विभक्ति is applied to striling shabd, then the root becomes ya, like that.
Pupil is
What
not
is
masculine or feminine, it is a neutral gender.
huh?
Pupil is a neutral gender.
You are judging by this. No, you have to not judge like this. Sanskrit is not like judging like this. Then you will say that Lata is Lata, no, Atma is striling according to you. What you will say? Atma is napumsakling,
Napunsaka.
napumsakling. But
Yes.
no, Atma is pulling in Sanskrit. You cannot judge like this in Sanskrit. I have said already that how you have to judge, how do you have to recognize. It is when the when the word is ending with visarga, then it is pulling. It is masculine gender. It is near. It is rule of Sanskrit. The Sanskrit grammar says that the masculine word ends with visarga. The feminine words end with akar. Akaran sabda. Akaran sabda. Ikaran sabda, Rikaran sabda. There are different types of sabda. The important thing is we have to see the end letter. End letter is akar, akar, ikar, rikar. What is the end letter? If the end letter is akar, then it is masculine. If the end letter is akar, then it is feminine. If the end letter is ikar, then it is feminine. If the end letter is makar, then it is napumsakling. And how will you able to know this? By practice and experience. You will able to know this. Not in one class, 2 class, but you have to attend 10 classes, 20 classes, then you will be able to experience it. By experience, you can understand it. There is no other way of recognizing the ling. You cannot recognize the ling. Yes, you cannot recognize the ling. Like Lata. Lata, जो tree का creeper, creeper is नपुंसक लिंग. But here Lata is
Lata is feminine.
how? Lata तो non-living. It is non-living, no? Lata.
No,
How?
we
According to
don't.
common sense.
No, we don't categorize with living or non-living thing like Nadi. Like we
Yes.
characterize by the qualities. Like if it is supportive, if it is caring, all this feminine
By
quality.
the worldly experience, we are saying like this, है ना? By worldly
Yes,
experience.
like
But
if
by
it is caring, compassionate,
हाँ,
and all this
yeah,
feminine quality it has, then we
yeah.
categorize them as a feminine gender, like Lata and Nadi.
In Sanskrit, it is not like that. Definitely not like that. Definitely not like that. It is totally different. You have to see according to the Akarant akarant or ikarant or rikarant like this. You have to see like this. Never judge by like this. Otherwise, you will be bewildered. You will not be able. No, it is not like this. Sanskrit, in Sanskrit, masculine, feminine gender, and neuter gender is recognized by the makar end letter. End letter is makar or akar or rikar like this. In this way, you can recognize that. Okay. So here the rules, two rules we have to remember. First rule is in passive voice, object is very important. Object is very important in passive voice. Object is very important. And second thing is the subject should be in Tritiya Vibhakti and the object should be in Prathama Vibhakti. Nominative case and instrumental case. That's and the verb will follow who? Verb will follow object. Object is in first Prathama Vibhakti, then the object, the verb will also will be like that. Means what? Means that ek vachan is only similarity or no similarity is there. Only vachan follows. Like if the object is in ek vachan, then the verb will be ek vachan. If the object is in bahuvachan, then the verb will be bahuvachan. Only the similarity is like that. Nothing else. Like prashna is ek vachan or bahuvachan? Ek vachan.
Prashna is
Ekvachan. So Prichate is also Ekvachan because Prichate is verb and Prichate is also Ekvachan. But in second question you can see Prashnaha. So Prashnaha is Bahuvachan. So Prichante is also Bahuvachan. है ना? Only Vachan similarity is there in the verb and object. है ना? So these three examples had been given to make you understand the passive voice. Sisyena prashna prichate. In this, the Sisyena is a subject. So here Tritiya Vibhakti applies to it. Prashna is the Prathama Vibhakti. Why? Because rule number 2 says that to the object Prathama Vibhakti will apply, and to the verb will follow object. If object is in first singular, then verb will be singular. If object is plural, then verb will be plural. So in second number question example, you can say Sishyena prashnaha prichante. So in this question, in this example, we can see that the subject is in Tritiya Vibhakti, instrumental case, and the object is in Bahuvachan, prashnaha. Prathama Vibhakti but Bahuvachan. And so verb is also Bahuvachan. Prichante. Similarly, question number 3, Shishyahi prashnaha prichate. Shishyahi prashnaha prichate. So here the subject is in Tritiya Vibhakti Bahuvachan. Shishyahi prashnaha prichate. And prashna is in Prathama Vibhakti Ekvachan. And prichate is also in Ekvachan. Why? Because prashna is Ekvachan. So it doesn't matter that what is the vibhakti of the subject. The verb will follow the object bhakti, object vachan. Object is in ekvachan, then verb will be ekvachan. Object is in bahuvachan, then verb will be in bahuvachan. The three examples here is given to illustrate the two rules. How the two rules had been applied in the above three examples, in the below three examples. So to illustrate that is given, and here it is written like this. What जो मैंने कहा वही लिखा हुआ है यहाँ पे, ठीक है? Okay, आगे बढ़ते हैं. In the passive voice, the verb changes its person and numbers when the object changes, but it does not change when the subject changes, like this. So ये तो मैं बता दिया आपको. In the passive voice, the verb is in the Atmanepadi but not in the Prasmepadi. Yes, verb is Atmanepadi. Passive voice. In passive voice, the verb is in Atmanepadi. The suffixes te, se, ante, etc. are necessarily preceded by ya. Like pachyate, khadyate, vandyate, ya will be added in that. Ya. In passive voice, the verb is in Atmanepadi, and ya will be added in it. Ya suffix. Generally, the additions of ya and te would make any verb passive. If you add ya and te, then the verb will become passive verb. Means it is used in passive voice. Pathyate, kridyate. Like pathati becomes pathyate when we add ya in it and te. Then it becomes pathyate. Kridyate becomes kridyate. But some verb undergoes some changes. Like pashyati becomes drishyate. Pashyati will not become pashyate. It becomes drishyate. So that we have to remember. These are some verbs which do not change like that. Nayati become niyate. Gachati become gamyate. Pivati become piyate. So many students get confused in this. But we have to remember it. Gayati becomes giyate. Some people write gayate. No, gayate is wrong. Some people write yachate. No, yachate is wrong. Diyate is correct. Bhati becomes uyate. Jigrati becomes grayate. Shrunoti becomes shuyate. And karoti becomes kriyate. It's like this. So Rupi, the forms are given, but what we have read in the above sentences, past tense and imperative sentences and present tense sentences of the passive voice. We have seen the three examples in present tense, in past tense, and in imperative. So above three examples we have seen, and it is given in short form. But what we have learned, it is given in short form, summary form. Patyate, patyate, patyante, patyata. Starter patyanta, patyatam, patyatam, patyantam. So please read this in your home. You know? This is my humble request that you have to read multiple times. Otherwise, you will not get it. State the following two examples and note the difference between the active and the passive voice. Rama patham likhati. Ramena patha likhyate. So what is the difference between that? So carefully carefully listen, what is the difference? Ramah patham likhati, active voice, and Ramen patha likhate. This is passive voice. This is example of passive voice, and this is example of active voice. Active voice, passive voice. Okay. Active voice, what is the subject? Subject is nominative case, means prathama vibhakti. Subject should be in prathama vibhakti, nominative case. And in the passive voice, subject is in instrumental case, means tritiya vibhakti. Okay. Second is object is accusative case, that is dvitiya vibhakti. And in passive voice, object is nominative case, means prathama vibhakti. Third is the verb follows the subject in active voice. Verb follows the subject. But in passive voice, verb follows the object. Yes. 4 number. The verb does not change through there is a change in the object. Now there is change in the object. Object may change, but the verb does not change. But in passive voice, the verb does not change. Now there is change in the subject. You know this. 5th number. The verb is in the same number as of the subject. Is in the same number as of the subject. What is the vachan of the subject? The verb will be that same vachan the verb will have. And passive voice, the verb is in the same number as of the object. Object का अगर एक वचन में है तो verb भी एक वचन में होगा. बहुवचन में है तो बहुवचन में होगा. Object और subject, that is the point. यहाँ पे convert the following sentence into a passive voice. तो ये होमवर्क आप करके लाइएगा, ठीक है, घर से. प्लीज इसको करके लाइएगा. 8 सेंटेंस है, इसको बना करके प्लीज इसको यू हैव टू मेक इट एंड गिव मी स्क्रीनशॉट, सेंड मी स्क्रीनशॉट. ओके. कार्यम अवश्यम करणीयम, अन्यथा बहु समस्या आगच्छति. किमपि न यदि वयम अवगम्य the thing will not go in our head and then we will forget. So it is very important that the same day the homework should be done. By writing, by speaking, and by reading, only we can learn the subject. It is serious. On serious note, I am saying that please do your homework. Otherwise, no, you will not be able to understand, because the rules are increasing. See, we have started from the letters. Now sentences are so different. So many things rules are coming. So you have to just do the homework. Otherwise, there will be more and more rules will increase. Rules will increase day by day. Convert the flowing verbs into present, past, and imperative passive forms. So you have to convert each. Okay. So example is given. You have to simply see the example and write the answer. Very easy. Make sentences in the active as well as in the passive voice by using the flowing words. Okay. Words pertaining to verb, which is Samandha word. Dipa, Pashana, Loka. Okay. So you have to remember it. Now, okay. So this is homework. You have to remember. Right. So there here comes riddle. Prailika. न तस्य आदि न तस्य अन्त मध्ये यः तस्य तिष्ठति तवापि अस्ति ममापि अस्ति यदि जानासि तद्वद. So what is the answer? Tasya adihi न तस्य आदिः न तस्य अन्तः मध्ये यः तस्य तिष्ठति तवापि अस्ति ममापि अस्ति यदि जानासि तद्वद. So it has no beginning and no end, but it is found in the middle. It is in you and in me. What is it?
Prabhuji, Nayan.
Yes, man. Okay. Kavyas. In Sanskrit, there is Kavya, and we have read that Ramayana is Adi Kavya and Valmiki is Adi Kavi. Kavyas are threefold or three types: Gadya Kavya, Padya Kavya, and Champu Kavya. All Mahakavya is metrical composition. Some Kavyas and their authors are mentioned below. So this is a Panch Mahakavya, and these are the Kavi. Mahakavya means it is about some great personality. When we write something about great personality, that it becomes Mahakavya. Otherwise, it is Kavya. And Kavya is three types: Gadya, Padya, and Champu. Champu means mixture of Gadya and Padya. Gadya means sentence form, and Padya means Chand form. In Chand, we write in meters. Chand. So these are five Mahakavya. Raghuvansam by Kalidas, Kumar Sambham by Kalidas, Exatojin Bharvi, and Shishupalvadam by Magh, and Asdiya Charitam by Srihars. Okay, Prasiddha Gadya Kavya, Kadambari, Vasav Datta, Das Kumar. This is Gadya Kavya by three authors, great authors. Bana Subandhu Dandi. They are very great authors. Das Kumar Charitam is also great. Vasav Datta is also great. Vasav Datta story. Kadambari is also great. It tells about the three birth of two couples. प्रसिद्ध चंपू काव्यानि चंपू रामायणम चंपू भारतम विश्वगुना दर्श चंपू नीलकंठ विजय चंपू एंड यशस तिलक चंपू by Bhojdev Anant Bhatt Venkat Advari Nilkanta Dikshita and Somdeva. They are great poets of ancient India, Sanskrit poets. Now Sanskrit literature Mahabharatam. Bharatam Panchamo Veda. The Mahabharata is the fifth Veda. This is the greatness according to the Mahabharata. Although the story of Kauravas and Pandavas is the main theme, there are very many anecdotes, moral stories abounding in it. Yes, the Mahabharata has many moral stories. It is original source of the themes of many a Sanskrit poem or drama. Bhishma's advice, Vidura's teachings, and Bhagavad Gita are the most important sections in the Mahabharata. Three Bhishma's advice in Santi Parva, Vidura's teachings in Sabha Parva. In Sabha Parva and Udyog Parva, and Bhagavad Gita is in Bhishma Parva, and these three are very important in Mahabharata. What is the important sukti about Mahabharata? Yadi hasti tadanyatra yanna hasti na tatvachit. Whatever that is found in it is found elsewhere. What is not found in it doesn't exist anywhere. जो महाभारत में है वो सब जगह है, जो महाभारत में नहीं है वो कहीं नहीं है ना. यदि हास्ति तदन्यत्र यद न हास्ति न तत् क्वचित्. This is the praise which is amply true of the Mahabharata. There are characters in it which represents all sets of human nature, such as stubbornness, slander mongering, gluttony, filial affection, generosity, devotion towards the teacher, and honesty. The characters of Duryodhana, Sakuni, Bakasur, Dhritarashtra, Karna, Eklavya, and Dharmaraj represent each quality of human nature respectively. So these are things we have to study. So आप इसको पढ़ लीजिएगा एक बार, है ना. सब जनरल नॉलेज है जो बताया जाता है. What a pause. So story है कि महाभारत कैसे, how the Mahabharata had been formed. You know, Mahabharata. There are so many critics who said about Mahabharata. Mahabharata is lengthy, 1 lakh sloka. Now Katha is there. Who is read the Katha? Please read Katha. Daivam eva param.
देव देवमेव परम
Daivamev param.
देवमेव परम
Daivam.
दैवम
Daivamev param.
दैवमेव परम
आप शायद साउथ इंडिया नहीं जा गई हैं क्या? कैसे
नो
बोलते हैं? दैवमेव परम.
दैवमेव परम
यस, दैवम.
एकः अहितुण्डिकः आसीत् स सर्पान् गृहीत्वा जीवनं करोति स्म एकदा सः एकं सर्पम् आनयति सर्पं पेटिकायां स्थापयति च प्रतिदिनं सर्पस्य प्रदर्शनं करोति जीवनं करोति कदाचित् अहितुण्डिकः अन्यं ग्रामम् अगच्छत् तस्य पत्नी पुत्रः अपि अगच्छन् सर्पः पेटिकायाम् एव बद्धः आसीत् 5 दिनानि अभवन् अहितुण्डिकः न आगच्छत् सर्पस्य आहारः एव नास्ति सः पेटिकातः बहिः गमनाय प्रयत्नम् अकरोत् सः बुभुक्षितः आसीत् अतः शक्तिः नास्ति विफलः अभवत् तदा scroll
Which?
scroll
Scroll.
तदा पेटिका समीपे एकः मूषकः आगच्छत् सः पेटिकाम् अपश्यत् पेटिकायां भक्ष्याणि सन्ति इति मूषकः अचिन्तयत् रन्ध्रं करोमि इति सः निश्चयम् अकरोत् अनन्तरं सः रन्ध्रं कृत्वा अन्तः प्रवेशम् अकरोत् मूषकः सर्पस्य मुखे एव अपतत् सर्पः मूषकम् अखादत् तेन रन्ध्रेण एव बहिः अगच्छत् अहो सर्पस्य सौभाग्यं मूषकस्य दुर्भाग्यम्
Fate prevails. Translation.
Faith prevails. There was a snake charmer. He was catching serpents and making his living. One day he brings a serpent. He puts the serpent in a box. He runs the show every day. He makes his living. Once the snake charmer went to another village. His wife and sons also went with him. The serpent was detained in the box. 5 days passed. The snake charmer the snake charmer did not come. The serpent had no food at all. The serpent tried to get out. It was hungry, hence there was no energy. It failed to come out. Then a rat came near the box. It saw the box. It thought there are eatables in it. It decided to make a hole. It made a hole and entered it. The rat fell into the mouth of the serpent. The serpent ate the rat. Through that hole it went out. Ah, good luck of the serpent, bad luck for the rat.
है ना? Very bad for rat. Note on Sanskrit writing. Sa karyam akarot aham grantham apatat. Observe these two sentences. The anuswara is found using those sentences. In situation, a doubt arises whether anuswara or letter should be used as regards the spelling of the rules. So here two rules are there. How to use anuswara. If anuswara is followed by a vowel, letter ma is substituted for anuswar. Remember these two rules. If anuswar is followed by a vowel, the letter ma is substituted for anuswar. When the anuswar is followed by a vowel, then ma is substituted. Like pustakam aniyati. So ma after ma there is a vowel. Kshiram ichhati jalam ushnam asti. So here in replacement for anuswar is makar. If anuswar is at the end of a sentence, the letter ma should be written in its place. Like etat pustakam, end letter is ma. Why? Because anuswar is at the end of the sentence. So makar is replaced. Substituted is makar. It's okay. So these three rules we have to remember. In the remaining, if anuswar is followed by any consonant, anuswar should be written. But it will not be substituted when it is followed by any consonant. The rule is seen to be followed in all the previous lessons and it should be strictly followed. Okay, translation of the used. So you can read it these sentences. It's very easy. You can read it at home. Subhasitam. छायामन्यस्य कुर्वन्ति तिष्ठन्ति स्वयमातपे फलानि अन्यपि परार्थाय वृक्षः सत्पुरुषा इव. Trees stand in the sun and give shade to others. Their fruits are also for others. Good people likewise stand all hardship by themselves and bring welfare to others. They give to others whatever they have earned. You know, trees are like this, and good people are like trees. So Nainam is the answer. So Ruchi Mata is correct. What is the fill in the blanks? Phalam khadyate. What is the answer? What is the answer? What is the answer? Ramena phalam khadyate. Devendrena netram drishyate. Then
अनुजया कार्याणि क्रियते.
अनुजया कार्याणि क्रियते. Then
जनकेन गीतं गीयताम्.
it is imperative imperative.
Okay.
So present tense and imperative sentence. Imperative is there. So Krishnena Gitam Giyatam or any you can Trita Vyakti use here. Write the important rules of active voice. What are the important rules for active voice? Two rules. One is subject is very important. Second is the subject should be in nominative case and the object should be in accusative case and the verb will follow subject. Change the voice, active to passive, passive to active. Change. Anuja salam gachati. What is this? Active or passive? First. Anuja salam gachati. What is active or passive? What is this? Kim asti? Active कर्तरी asti or कर्मणी asti?
Active.
Active, yes. So passive voice will be Shala Sali Sala. Anujena
अनुजेन शाला गच्छेत्.
Gamyate.
Gamyate. Okay.
Yes. Then second is passive voice. Balkena patha pathate. So what is active voice? Balakaha patham pathati. Then third is Tvam snanam karosi. It is active voice. So the passive will be Tvaya snanam kriyate. Fourth number is Rama patram likati. It is active voice. So passive voice will be Ramena
Rameya
patram
Patra
likhyate.
Likhyate.
5 number Esa paniyam pivatu. So what will be the passive voice? It is active voice.
Esha, what is Esha?
Esha is the mool sabda etad. So it's Tritiya Vibhakti is etena. So etena paniyam. है ना? Paniyam will be paniyam. So etena paniyam piyatam. Piyatam. Pib
Yes.
dhatu. We have seen the piyatam. Piyatam. Why piyatam? Because it is imperative sentence.
Yes.
6 number is ten dhanam diyatam. This is passive voice. So active voice will be saha dhanam yachati. Saha dhanam yachati. This is active voice. Okay. Who wrote the Ramayana and
Yes.
Mahabharata? Ramayana is written by Valmiki and Mahabharata is written by Ved Vyas. So this is the your homework भी हम मैंने कर दिया आपका जो दिया हूँ उसको कर लीजिएगा. Okay. Now seventh lesson will start tomorrow. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much for coming. We'll meet on Monday. We have 2 days, 48 hours. So prepare your homework nicely. Read the chapters repeatedly and listen the lectures and do your homework. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila
Krishna.
Yes,
Prabhupada.
Guruji. Thank
Jai.
you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.